Now let's build some speed, okay? We've got some interesting questions here. Let's build some speed. Let's see if we can do domain and range quickly and efficiently. Again, notice how this always comes up. Shade the axis like a number line. So look at this first question. This first question starts over here on the x-axis at 5. It's 5 and it's a dot. Include it. But notice that there's no arrow and there's no dot here. So even though they don't put an arrow, as long as they don't put a dot, that means that graph goes forever and ever in that direction. So you're going from x all the way down this way. There you go. There's your x value. So here we go. Domain. And it says first you have to do it in set notation. Remember, that set notation is our formal language. All right. So the values of x such that x has to be less than or equal to, well, that looks like 5 to me, and x is an element of R, your real numbers. Okay, let's do the range. Same thing with the range. If you look at the range, it starts at 2. I know it ends here, but it keeps on going in this direction, right? So the range here is all the values of y such that y is less than or equal to 2 and y is an element of the real numbers. And I know you're probably arguing with yourself and saying, well, the graph stops here. No, it doesn't. It continues on in this direction. So the y values are continuous here, from here all the way down. That's why we draw our number lines. Okay, so now let's do interval notation. This ought to be fun. We start at 5 and we keep on going. So the domain then for interval notation, I'm just going to write it right next to it here. Let's clean up some of this stuff. Let's move this over and give me a little bit of room. Okay, so we know it's less than 5, but we're starting on the 5. And we're going this way. We're going to negative infinity. So we're going to negative infinity. And like positive infinity, you never get there. So that's why you put this kind of bracket on it. See how it works? Let's do the same thing for this one. Okay? Our range starts at 2 because that's a dot. Starts at 2 and includes 2. But again, it goes down to negative infinity. But again, that curved means that you never get to infinity. I mean, that just is logic, right? You can never get to the infinity. Okay, so let's keep on going. All right, let's get rid of this guy because he's just irritating me right now. Okay, so moving right along. Here we go. Starting here. Okay, let's do the number lines. The number line is, it looks like it's from 3 and it's forever. Okay, it keeps going in this direction forever and ever, right? Onwards and onwards. Okay, same thing goes for our range. Our range starts down here at -1 and keeps going forever and ever in this direction. I know it stops here, but this graph keeps on going upwards. Okay, so let's just do interval notation for this one and set notation, and let's see what we can do. So, okay, here we go. Domain, right. The domain here is from +3, and it keeps on going. So all values of x that are less than or equal to 3. And x has to be an element of R. Now, make it the formal language. Put the comma in, put the x such that in, put the rest of the bracket in, and it makes it easy. Okay? Watch again. Here comes the range. The range. We know all values bigger, y has to be bigger and equal to -1. Okay? And we know that y has to be an element of R. Okay? Formalize it. All you got to do is put in the y such that. That's it. And you're done. Let's do interval notation. A lot faster, a lot cooler. From -1 goes that way. So our range then, okay, starts at -1 but continues to positive infinity. And again, since you can't get there, boom, there it is. Let's do the domain. Domain, too easy. It starts at 3 and includes 3, and it goes to negative infinity. But again, you can never get there. I just love interval notation. It's so much faster. Okay, let's do this one. Here we go. Again, we're between 2 points, here to here. There's our graph. Okay, so this is at 1, 2. That looks like it's from -3 to positive 2. So there's your domain. Your domain is all x values. Let's just formalize it right off the bat. All x values such that it's between negative 3 and 2. Okay, greater than or equal to, less than or equal to, x has to be an element of R. Done. Look at the range. Boom. You're from 1, 2, 3, from negative 3 to 1, 2 to positive 2. Oh, look at this. Your y such that from negative 3 to positive 2, your y's got to be greater than or equal to negative 3, less than or equal to 2. Y is an element of R. Interval notation, way too easy. They're all equals to, so guess what? They're going to be square brackets. Domain, let's just do the domain up here. From negative 3 to positive 2, there's the square brackets, you're done. Look at the range here. The range is from negative 3 to positive 2, square brackets, because they are in fact dots. So you got to include them, and the square bracket means equal to. All right, last one. Whew. That point, which is 2 to negative 2. So again, you're going from positive 2 forever. That's what the arrow means, right? Okay, so let's just do interval notation for this because I think you're getting bored. All right, here we go. You're starting at positive 2 for a domain. You're starting at and including it. You're going forever in this direction, which means you're going to negative infinity, but you never get there. Woohoo! And here comes range. Yay! Range, you're starting here at, oh, sorry, that looks like negative 2. My apologies. You're starting at negative 2 and you're going upwards. So from negative 2 upwards, okay? So you're going from negative 2 to positive infinity, but you're never getting there. So you have to put the round brackets. Almost messed up there. Here we go. So that's how you do domain and range.